A severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Pueblo County. As I mentioned, kind of near the Fowler area, this storm is coming in. The threats with this particular thunderstorm would be 1-inch hailstones and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It looks like we're getting some nice rain in eastern El Paso County, but it's in this hail core here that you could see that damaging hail. And everywhere in this warning box could see those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And visibility is going to be going down along Highway 50 as this heavy rain continues. So looking east from Pueblo, you can definitely see that storm cooling off a little bit now at the airport thanks to the outflow winds from this thunderstorm. 87 degrees in Pueblo currently. We were in the 90s just about 30 minutes ago. 82 right now in Colorado Springs. 90s for the eastern plains, but once those showers move through, do expect to cool down nicely. Our temperatures tonight will fall to the 40s, 50s, low 60s. And then this weekend, severe thunderstorm warning in Pueblo County. It's going until at least 5:30. Wouldn't be surprised if that gets extended in time because the storm is still holding strong. It now has the potential for half-dollar size hailstones, mostly in this hail core, which is south of Highway 50 here. So this is the most likely region where we'd have that severe hail currently. Half-dollar size is just 1.25 inches in diameter, so a little bit larger than a quarter, but it is moving eastward, so south of Boone at this time. So we do have some showers forming over the mountains. They'll eventually make their way towards I-25. And then these clusters of storms working their way through the plains will likely continue to strengthen as there's a good storm environment in our easternmost counties this afternoon. And speaking of a good storm environment, there is a watch in place for pretty much the entirety of the eastern plains. So this shows that any storms that form in these zones have the potential to be severe today. And this watch goes until 9 o'clock tonight. So going through the forecast here, those storms will spark up in the mountains and along I-25. They'll continue to progress eastward through the plains. They'll definitely be hit or miss and spotty today, but just know if the sky is darkening, you're starting to hear rumbles of thunder, you want to go inside and seek shelter from these storms. Again, most of this activity will go until about 9 o'clock when that watch expires. Most of the storms in general will be clear of Colorado by 10 to 11 o'clock tonight. Our temperatures will fall to the 40s, 50s, low 60s, and then we forget all about the storms and we return to hot summer weather. We've got 80s, 90s, triple digits on Saturday as well as Sunday, and it's going to be sunny both days. It's also going to be windy both days. We've got red flag warnings going into effect 11 until 9 for areas west of I-25 on Saturday, basically covering all of western Colorado. Then on Sunday, pared back just a little bit for fire weather watches in the afternoon. So this weekend, if you are heading up into the mountains, please be mindful of any burn bans and be extra cautious with any fires that you do have, as fire danger will be high. Look at the wind. It's going to be gusting strong on Saturday, around 40 to 50 mile-per-hour wind gusts. And same on Sunday. More common 35 to 45, but isolated gusts up to 50 definitely possible. So that wind will be a nuisance southwest of Rocky Ford. That's where in this hail core we could have golf ball sized hailstones and 70 mile-per-hour wind gusts. Very strong storm bringing a considerable threat for damage to property. So this storm probably going to cross over Highway 71 here as it moves again south of Rocky Ford. We're taking a southeastward progression with this storm. It's going to provide you with strong wind gusts and very heavy rain if you're outside of that hail core. We also have some strong storms moving into Burlington and Kit Carson. Elsewhere, we just have some general showers and thunderstorms right now. Any storm that forms in this pink watch box has the potential to be severe tonight. This severe thunderstorm watch will be in place until 9 o'clock. After that, things will significantly die down across our region. Strong thunderstorm moving through Otero County this afternoon. There is a severe thunderstorm warning on it, which includes areas just south of Highway 50. But what I'm noticing now with this storm is it's actually kind of splitting into two different cells. We have some heavy rain moving through the Rocky Ford area right now, probably some small hailstones within that as well. The main hazard with this current severe thunderstorm warning would be 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That can definitely do some damage to things like outbuildings, fences, and then within this hail core in the really dark color is where we could have half-dollar sized hailstones, which is a little larger than a quarter. So this storm system is going to continue to progress eastward through the plains. There's still plenty of juice in the atmosphere to work with, so I do expect to still see some severe weather out of maybe this storm, maybe a few others that are starting to pop up in the plains this afternoon. Across the region, we do have some secondary showers of the day starting to move off the hills towards I-25. I'll watch those closely for potentially gaining some intensity. And then this large line of thunderstorm activity moving through now Stratton and through just west of Kit Carson. Those I'll be watching very closely as well as they progress eastward. They are currently severe warned. So we have a severe thunderstorm watch in place until 9 o'clock. What this means is any storms that form in this pink zone has the potential to become severe with 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, 1 inch to 2.5 inch hailstones, and a weak tornado threat is also there today. Haven't seen any tornado warnings as of yet, and they would be very, very new. As storms progress eastward, like I mentioned, they have the potential to be severe tonight. Not every storm will be severe, but if you see the sky darkening, if you're hearing the rumbles of thunder, it's just safest to go inside. Storms, for the most part, should be clearing out between about 9 to 10 o'clock, maybe lasting as late as 11. Midnight is really pushing it. Overnight will be pretty clear. We're going to drop to the 40s, 50s, low 60s. And then this weekend is getting hot and sunny and windy. So we're going to see highs to the 80s, 90s, triple digits Saturday, as well as Sunday. Sunday just slightly warmer for many of us. And for Saturday afternoon, we have red flag warnings in place, high fire danger for the mountains, basically all of western Colorado. And we have fire weather watches now for Sunday. So unfortunately, the wind is coming in with the heat over the weekend. Wind gusts from 35 to 50 miles per hour, both Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Definitely pretty strong for summertime. We do have a jet stream that's moving overhead, and it brought us moisture and severe weather this week. Then by this weekend, we're going really strong. It was coming down really hard with the rain and the small hail likely through La Junta, but you may have just skirted by between these two storms. There's still plenty of rain and potentially hail to come, so you're not in the clear yet, that's for sure. So this warning here, which includes La Junta, Holly, and which is clearly in Otero County, that is for 1.5 inch hailstones, ping pong ball sized stones, and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. This warning that is now starting to move into Bent County, moving out of the Chirac area, warned for Los Animas. That has 1 inch hailstones, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I'm also very closely watching this storm that is into Cheyenne County this afternoon. Very strong storm. It's to the southwest of Kit Carson, has 2 inch hailstones, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. That's where we have most of the activity now, but there are a few showers and storms still yet to come this evening. I'll continue to watch for potential severe weather through 9 o'clock tonight, where we have an active watch in place. Storms moving along the Arkansas River right now between about La Junta through Chirac and headed towards Los Animas in Bent County. So there are a pair of severe warnings on these storms. Both of them now would be for 1 inch hailstones and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Where we see this more magenta and dark color is where most of that hail would be. You're going to notice there's going to be really heavy rainfall, so visibility will go down if you're out driving, and you'll also likely see some ponding in low-lying areas. As the storms are moving eastward at about 20 to 30 miles per hour, so they're progressing through the area, but there's just a lot of rain associated with those storms. I'm also watching this warning in Cheyenne County. Very strong thunderstorm here with up to tennis ball sized hailstones, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The storm itself has broad rotation in this section. Is that rotation low enough to the ground to make a tornado? Not at this moment, but I'll be watching that storm very closely. It's still staying southwest of Kit Carson. So this is where we have the really strong storms this afternoon. But to the west, we do have some minor showers and thunderstorms still in our area, really slowly forming this evening. Once the sun goes down, we are going to lose some of our energy for these storms, so they'll weaken pretty quickly. But there is still a risk that any storms that form this afternoon could have a warning on them, and our severe thunderstorm watch will be in place until 9 o'clock. Basically for the entire eastern plains. So that just tells us that any storms that form could get strong. So in La Junta, right now it just is coming down with heavy rainfall. Storm is slowly starting to clear out of your area, but still stay sheltered as long as you can hear thunder. The storm activity will continue to be spotty, hit or miss here through the evening. Again, with still some severe weather possible through our eastern plains tonight. Most of this activity clears out in that 9 to 10 o'clock time frame. Some storms could go as late as 11 to midnight. Then overnight will be partly cloudy to mostly clear with seasonable temperatures, 40s, 50s, low 60s. And then we're rising above average by about 5 degrees or so on Saturday afternoon with 80s, 90s, triple digits in the plains. The same goes on Sunday. Hot 80s, 90s, triple digits. Unfortunately, fire danger will also be high this weekend. Red flag warnings in place on Saturday. Fire weather watches in place on Sunday, mostly in our mountain zones where we haven't seen it much wetting rain and producing less lightning. So right now, I-24 activity into the plains. No more severe weather at this hour, which is great news. Just some rain kind of centered along Highway 50 here. You can see where we had a bunch of lightning now starting to ease up in intensity over Los Animas. So today it was warm. 84 was our high in Colorado Springs after starting at 55. 60 this morning in Pueblo, rising to 94. So near average for this time of year. For tonight, we'll drop to the 40s, 50s, and low 60s. And this weekend, we're forgetting all about this stormy weather, and we're going back to heat and sunshine. We had very strong winds blow through the plains from Otero through Bent and Prowers County ahead of these strong thunderstorms. So checking out the replay of today, every box you see is some sort of warning. Yellow box would be severe warning. We had a couple tornado warnings as well as this line of storms just blew through the plains this evening. Since then, things have definitely gotten quieter tonight. We just have some lingering light rain showers, and that's about it. And we're saying goodbye to our last chance of rain probably for 10 days. We're going to totally switch our weather pattern after this week was cooler, humid, stormy. We're going to hot, windy, and dry for the foreseeable future. For tonight, we're going to drop to the 40s, 50s, low 60s. We're back to warmth this weekend. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees above average, just depending on location. 80s, 90s, triple digits on Saturday. Same on Sunday, 80s, 90s, triple digits. So it's going to be a hot and sunny weekend. Unfortunately, it's also going to be windy, and that will increase our fire danger in the spots where we have critically dry fuels. So that'll be mostly west of I-25 and in the mountains. Pretty much the entirety of western Colorado is under a red flag warning for Saturday. For our area, that'll be from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. And we still have just a fire weather watch for Sunday. I won't be surprised if that's upgraded to a red flag warning. It's going to be windy. Our gusts will range from 30 to 50 miles per hour both Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So that wind will be a bit of a nuisance if you're outside exploring Colorado. Just keep that in mind as you're making weekend plans. Now, you may have been hearing about the very large fire burning in Utah. It's still emitting a lot of smoke. We had some smoke from it earlier this week. It looks like most of that will stay in the northern half of Colorado over the weekend. Just keep in mind it will be transported into Colorado in the next couple of days, and we're likely to see some of that smoke still